To all the non-believers.
How did that?
To all the non-believers. Especially you, Tom Jackson. Way to have our back, Keyshawn. Anybody can be beat.
So how did that just feel?
Felt great. Poetic justice. We know we were a much better team than we came up and represented ourselves. And we're pissed off. We was ready to come back and show us kind of defense, what type of team this was, what kind of character we had. We take a lot of slack. People gave us no chance, like we barely made it in playoffs. We're a good football team.
It looks like this team played with anger all day. Why, Bart?
For all you non-believers, disrespect us, talk crap about the defense like we ain't the third best defense in the league. All we hear is about their defense. They can't stop a nosebleed. 25th in the league, and we the one to get disrespected.
Congratulations. See you in Pittsburgh.
Can't wait.
Back to you.
Hey guys, good late morning and early afternoon. I'm W. Dubois and welcome to The Standard. Today is May 12th, 2021, a Wednesday, a beautiful Wednesday, down here recording in the W. Dubois studios. Okay, now, today on The Standard, we're going to obviously, Standard means sports times, right, ladies and gentlemen, right? That's what we're going to do today. Great game last night in LA, Knicks Lakers. Whether way you want to slice it, whether you're rooting for, if you had a rooting interest at all. Good game, nationally televised game. Lakers came in there undermanned. No LeBron James, a banged up Anthony Davis, Caruso. They're missing a lot of pieces. No Schroeder, no point guard basically. And they trailed all night to a Knick team, a dangerous Knick team, an overachieving Knick team. A Knick team who should have won the basketball game last night. I mean, they're up 10 in the third. Guys are playing real good. They're playing smothering defense. They had a knockdown, drag out, throw them out the bar kind of game. And it was a bar fight, pretty much, out in Staples. And, I'm a fan of the game. Before anything, I love the game. I love the game even before any team I root for, any player I root for, I love the game. So after the team I root for, the player I root for gets eliminated, I'm still watching the game with a lot of interest. So with that said, you take my Knick fandom out of it, like I said, it was a solid basketball game. As the game went on, I could see that the Lakers were going to stick around. Every time the Knicks did something, Lakers stayed in there. Horton Tucker, big shots laid. Anthony Davis was there. His presence was felt. They did what they had to do to win the basketball game. Like we said, it was a defensive struggle. It looked like a 1997 game, man. These guys were in their fifth. They got there in their 60s in the fourth quarter. On the third quarter, late third quarter, still in the 60s in their scoring. But with that said, Knicks win that basketball game, man. The Knicks have been overachieving all year so much where they are starting to be expected to win now. Instead of moral victories, are starting to become few and none with the Knickerbockers. This is a good basketball team. This is a deep basketball team. This is a team with a lot of cohesion who plays well together. You see other guys stepping up. There's guys they didn't have last night as well, but Rose was there. Randall was there. And Barrett was there. End of the game, end of regulation, you have the ball, you're up. The shot clock's turned off, you're turning the ball over. You're taking errant shots. Randall turned the ball over a couple times. He hit some shots where, now if you're on national television watching this guy, you're like, this guy is phenomenal. And he really is. Knick fans been watching him all year. They see the shots he can make. He's really in his bag this year, all NBA player. He was unhappy after the loss because, he should be because, like I said, they made mistakes at the end of the game. Horton Tucker, big three-pointer to win the game at the end, and before that regulation, after the errant three ball, Kuzma played well too, I might add, especially in the first half. After the errant three ball, though, Wesley Matthews gets the tip in, and they go to OT. At that point, if you're a Knicks fan, they're probably not going to win that basketball game, and they ran out of gas. Derrick Rose looked spent. He gave everything he had out there. Y'all seen D. Rose, 33 years old, baby. 33 years old, Johnny. That's all I got to say. It's a good game in LA. With that said, the Warriors defeated the Suns. Warriors continue to roll. They're like the most dangerous play-in team ever. Take that for what it's worth, but they really are. And we'll take a look at the standings out west. The Warriors, after that win in Phoenix yesterday, they're 37-33. Real quick, guys, if you don't understand the play-in tournament, I'm going to break it down for you real quick. You know, for the guys who do understand it, I'm gonna break it down real fast. Okay, guys? Okay, 1 through 6, they're in. Okay, let's just say this is the end of the regular season right here. It's not. We have 3 games remaining, and it ends on Sunday. But let's just say this is it, right? Okay, these teams are in, right? These teams are totally out. Okay, the play-in team, 7 through 10. Okay, now the Warriors and the Lakers. The Warriors, the 8 seed, would be traveling to LA to play 1 game against the LA Lakers. The winner of that game goes into the 7 seed officially and will match up with the Suns in the 7-2 matchup. All right? So let's just say the Lakers win. Let's just say that because they're there. All right? No other reason that they're there. Now, the Warriors would go back home and play the winner of the Spurs-Grizzlies game. Let's say the Grizzlies beat the Spurs. The loser of this game, that 9-10 game, will be out of the playoffs. Period. Spurs would be gone. So now, Lakers, Suns are in, right? We need a matchup for the Jazz. The Grizzlies would go to Golden State to play the Warriors, winner take all, as far as the 8 seed goes, and the winner of that would get a 7-game series against the Jazz, top seeded Jazz. And like, if you're the 1 or the 2, if the Lakers and Warriors are scary as hell, and I think that's the way it's gonna end. You know, take a look at when you look at the upcoming schedules. Like, for example, the Rockets, Lakers tonight, and I believe I have over here, I got and also the Lakers are only half a game out. They got the Rockets tonight, and the Blazers are in Utah, right? We don't know what Utah's playing for, but they playing tough regardless. We seen them earlier this week against the Warriors. They playing tough. So you see these 3 teams, the Lakers are within half a game of these 2. So these teams can all flip out, whatever. The Warriors are going to be locked into the 8 hole. You could get almost locked that in there. The way Steph's playing, you know, and this probably is going to be your 9-10. But nothing is for certain. All of these teams can move around. As you can see, there's only 1 game separating 8 and 9, or it's half a game. And things can change. But that's the way it's going down out west. Clippers, Nuggets, as also they're jockeying for seeding. That's just seeding position, right? Okay. Now, Eastern Conference, right? All right. Philadelphia, top seed. Most of these teams have 3 games remaining, all right? It's a what is it, a 72-game schedule, right? So what? 3 games, we'll give them 50 and 22, 72, yeah. Most of these teams have 3 games remaining. Same with the Nets. Same with the Bucks. All these teams have played 69 games. The magic number 69. Okay, most of them. Now, okay, where we at? All of these teams are gone. They're done out east. In the east, they're done. We have the 10, right? Just like in the west. Wizards, Pacers, and the Hornets. 3 games remaining between the 3 teams. They can flop. They can switch out, whatever. Flop, boom, boom, boom. The Celtics, they're going to be locked into that 7 hole, okay? So they're going to play the 8, right? Like as we said, if it ended today, it would be the Hornets, and the Pacers would get the Wizards. Right? Okay, so these 4 teams are going to be jockeying position. These 6 are pretty much in here. What's more intriguing out in the East is that 4, 5, 6. Because when you look at it, 1, 2, 3, these are the powerhouses out East that most everyone agrees with, the fans and the experts. You don't want to be in the 6 hole because you're going to have to play one of them, right? You're going to have to play the 3. You're going to have to play the Nets or the Bucks. Bucks and Nets aren't done yet. So, you know, if I'm the Knicks, I'm the Hawks, I'm the Heat, I want to be in that 4-5 matchup. You know, play the other one. You know, it's like musical chairs. 2 of them going to get in the 4-5. The third one's going to be out, and they're going to be asked out in that 3, playing the 3-hole matchup. Right. All right? All right. So let's take a look real quick what those 3 teams have remaining. The Knicks schedule. Tomorrow night, home. Rest of their games are home. They just finished that road trip home. That West Coast swing. Tomorrow night, Spurs. Upstart. LaMelo Ball's back. Hornets coming to the Garden. That's gonna be fun. Saturday night, Knicks. And then Sunday against the up and down, enigma, erratic Boston Celtics. And All three of these teams are playing teams. It's funny, isn't it? Spurs out west and the Hornets and the Celtics in the east. So the Knicks' schedule looks, it's fair. They went 3-3 on I know the Knicks wish they would have got that one last night. Now, they should have won the game last night. You got to win the game last night. You don't win the game. So here you are. And if it ends 4-5-6, the Knicks will finish 6. So the Knicks got to get a leg up on either the Heat or the Hawks. The Heat tomorrow night, they'll probably face their toughest game the rest of the way in Philadelphia. Philadelphia is a team that will be looking to lock up home court throughout the Eastern Conference playoffs at least. And with that, you know they're going to be probably playing everything they got. You know, they're going to be trying to get that win. And Bucks, I can't say the same thing for Saturday. You know, so it's only Wednesday right now. So we don't know, you know, between now and then what the Bucks are going to do. If they're going to want to rest people, what the Nets are going to do. The Nets are starting to get ready to bring people back. Harden's going to come in back at the end of the this week. So get ready for the playoffs. They want him to get gear. And then he got the gimme in Detroit. But you never know. But at least, you know, you got the game in Milwaukee. The Heat got to win 2 of these games. You got to win one of these 2 and then beat up the Pistons. And I feel the same thing with the Knicks. And it's funny to me because the Hawks are probably the team that are most least respected out of that 4-5-6 Eastern Conference musical chairs. But they've got the easiest schedule. They're at home. All right, you got Washington tonight. That's the toughest one. Is Beal and Westbrook tonight. That's tonight. Hawks got a big one tonight. So Knicks fans, Heat fans, buckle up. Put your Westbrook, put your Beal shoes on. Put your Westbrook and put your Beal capes on. Let's go Wizards. Magic, Hawks. I don't know, man. What the matter? Come on. I mean, and then the Rockets, Hawks got it made, man. Hawks win that game in Washington, man. They're going to be looking to punch in that ticket to that 4 seed and home field advantage in the first round because that's what the 4 seed is going to give you. The 5 seed, it gives you an out from that matchup with a potential Nets or a Bucks. So, hey, we're gonna talk when the season ends on Sunday. We're gonna do the matchups. We're gonna go right to the matchups on Sunday. We're gonna have that video, so we'll let that shake out. We're gonna let the rest of those 3 games shake out, and we're gonna see what happens. And we're gonna talk about that. Also, I seen a report that some of the NFL schedule is leaked, right? So not all of it. The game that I remember mostly that I fixed my eyes on was that Panthers and Jets. I believe the Jets go to Carolina to face the Panthers. Sam Darnold, week 1, Robbie Anderson, Zach Wilson on the other side. So you get that Panthers Jets week 1 matchup off the rip. So you Jet fans, you know, or people who just love the storyline like myself, you got that. And also, this kicks off in a few minutes, probably while we're loading. It's a day game in Citi Field. The man, the myth, Matt Bruce Wayne Harvey, the Dark Knight, returns to Gotham to face his former allies, his former compadres, his former brethren, the New York Metropolitans, and now his nemesis. He will be draped in Baltimore black and gold and orange. I'm looking forward to it. I'm about to go check it out. Listen, guys, it was a pleasure. The Standard, do some more sports. My man said, Dub, you're not doing enough sports. All right. A lot of the shootings, I know. And she gets depressing after a while. I've been over here the one talking about toxicity the most. And, I'm doing these sad stories and shit. But, hey, people want to know with that shit, too, though, man. That should be lit. So, the struggle continues, right, ladies and gents? Yeah, man, day game in Citi Field. I think it's a 12:30 start. It's 12:10 right now. By the time this loads, hopefully we'll be in the 1 o'clock hour. This should be acting crazy. Hopefully it won't take till 3 o'clock to load like last time it did to me. But listen, guys, thank you guys for everything. I'm going to see you next time on The Standard, and I'll see you next time on your Morning Cup. It's your boy, W. Dubois. We are signing out of here. Later.